Welcome into DCTF Live here at the UIL Football State Championships at NRG Stadium. I'm Max Thompson of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. That is Mike Craven. We just watched Canadian beat Refugio 61-20, capping a dominant season for the Wildcats. Mike, just your first impressions about how dominant this Wildcats team really was.
I think Canadian needs to go down as one of the best small classification schools of all time. We saw that again today. It's 31 straight, 2 state titles in a row, nobody within 14 points of them during that whole run. It'd be hard to deny their resume, and they got to be in that discussion moving forward.
Let's talk a little bit about Tanner Schaefer. I mean, not a guy with a lot of college offers, but looks like a guy who could run an offense for any level school here in Texas. What impresses you about Tanner?
I think 2 things. I think one is poise. You know, you saw the first quarter not go his way. The offense didn't have a first down that first 12 minutes, but he stayed in there, he stayed in rhythm, he got going, and he became the best player on the field like we thought. And 2, he's just accurate. He never throws the ball where the defender has a chance. If he does miss, he misses correctly. So he's a guy that always keeps you on first and second down in front of the chains. He's going to make the right play, doesn't take a lot of sacks. And at this level, you can be dominant doing those things.
Refugio's had such an up and down season, but they were finishing strong at this point. When you look at their season, what do they take away after losing?
I think it's a good season. I just think you have to chalk it up to Canadian just being one of those dominant teams that you can't beat. It's like teams who lost to Allen the last couple of years. You're just going to lose, and I think anybody who would have come in here from that side of the bracket would have faced the same fate. And so I don't think they need to hang their head low. It's just a really good team playing really well.
And building off that is something we were talking about with a lot of the other sports writers during the game. Could that Canadian team feasibly compete for every title that we're going to see today?
I think so. I think it may be the best team we see today. Maybe that Cameron Yo Brock game, maybe one of those teams has an argument. But definitely, you know, they're a bigger division than what we're about to see, and I think they would beat the Division II game in 3A. So yeah, I think they're arguably the best team we see on Thursday.
We know about the Stars, but was there any one player that maybe stood out in the game that maybe you weren't expecting?
I think Cameron Copley, the wide receiver, he did a little bit of everything. He had an interception, he had a pass catch for a touchdown, he ran for a touchdown, he even had a pass completion. So he may be a guy, he's only a junior, he may be a guy that you see really focused of the Canadian offense moving forward, and he may be that building piece to take over for Shea for that next year.
We just watched one of the best teams you'll ever see at the state championships. We're getting ready for Braemont and Albany. We'll be back with this and 9 other games. I'm Max Thompson, that's Mike Craven. This is DCTF Live at the state championships. We'll see you soon.